As the initial euphoria around ChatGPT and generative pre-trained models and transformers is receding, people are now waking up to the rude reality of its impact on the labor market. Goldman Sachs has recently released a report in which they have predicted that sooner rather than later, 300 million jobs will be affected globally due to generative AI. Plus, 25% of workforce globally will be impacted, whereas 18% of the worker will be replaced by artificial intelligence in one way or another. Significant disruption could be on the horizon for the labor market. The analysis of the jobs in US and Europe done by Goldman Sachs shows that two-thirds of the jobs could be automated to at least to some degree. In this video, I am going to have a quick look at which jobs would be most affected or least affected due to this new AI revolution. As you can see on your screen, I have listed down the most affected and least affected jobs due to this GPT or generative AI, which looks on the horizon. There is no point in denying it, and there is no point in hiding your head in the sand. We need to get ready and we need to prepare for this overhaul of the jobs. So, as you can see, the most affected jobs will be like office and admin support and recruiters in Australia. And again, nothing is certain, but that is very clear because most of these jobs can be automated or can be done by things like ChatGPT. Even now, if you go to ChatGPT and ask it any question related to recruitment or admin support, it will give you a very befitting answer. Then, lawyers, paralegals, legal clerks, and other people who are related to the judicial system will be impacted because most of their work is repetitive and even with the advancement of the software, still there is a lot which can be automated. So most of this work can be done by the bots. And then we have software programmers. Right now, even with GPT 4 or 3.5, the GPT system can write a piece of code in a very nice way without any bugs or errors. And I'm talking about the serious code, and I have few videos where I have shown that and ChatGPT can also translate one code into another programming language. For example, if if your organization has a repository of JavaScript code, but you prefer Python or PowerShell, ChatGPT can convert that code into the destination language without much effort. So, and then not only the translation, it can write the code from scratch and it also gives you step by step reasoning behind it. There's still some tweaking and improvement which can be done, of course, but I think as this evolves more down the road in few months or in maybe in couple of years, this chat gpt newer version will be as good as any programmer or even better. So I believe that software programmers or IT support roles might get replaced sooner rather than later, especially around IT support, because these days most of the role of IT support is to answer general queries from the end user about maybe Windows operating system, or they were unable to log in, or any such very manual tasks. If instead of asking the support person on the chat or on the phone, users would have a customized GPT system, they could ask it and it would reply them in any language or in any way they would like in simple language with even with examples. So IT support role is at great risk. Then we have cloud architects. I have been playing around architecture, especially in AWS with ChatGPT, and astonishingly it gives out a, a great flawless design around the cloud deployment. Even if you give it a simple prompt in English language as about your requirement as what exactly you are looking to do in cloud. It not only gives you a complete architecture, but it also suggests you the technologies, services, and the best practices around them. So I believe that a lot of these roles would be out of the door very soon or evolve into something else. Then we have engineers and architects. So if you're an electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, electronics engineer, you're at risk too because most of the tasks can be done by GPT in designing or even troubleshooting the engineering side of things. And architecture is at great risk, of course. Then the business and finance roles, again, a lot of repetitive work there, which can be automated by ChatGPT easily the way it is going. So down the road, it is also at great risk. There are other roles and job fields too which would be impacted, but these areas are the most affected ones. Now, on the flip side, if you look at the least affected ones, just 1% of the tasks in building and ground cleaning and maintenance sector are vulnerable to automation. Installation, maintenance, and repair work is again the least affected, with only, I guess, 4% of work potentially being affected as per Goldman Sachs. And then we have construction and mining, which comes third from the bottom. Australia is a mining country. A lot of our exports are dependent on it. So, and I think around 30 to 40% of Australian workforce work in the mines or companies related to it. So they are largely safe. So more the physical work, the more on-site work, the least likely it is to be affected by this new AI revolution. Now, if you look at it, I mean, AI can improve the farming and cleaning work, but it can't really replace it. You still would need a plumber, you would still need electricians, and so on and so forth. One important point to remember here is that unlike other revolutions like industrial revolution or even information revolution, which did replace the older jobs, but they added lot of new jobs. Just recently, we had this cloud revolution, which made lot of jobs obsolete. Like I was Oracle DBA, and I almost became obsolete. But then I reinvented myself with the cloud in 2015, and I'm working in the cloud since then because cloud enabled me and provided me and a lot of other people, of course, around the globe with an opportunity to upskill and change our tech. But with this AI revolution, the problem is that AI won't create jobs like previous technology. It analyzes and communicates without much of human aid. It replaces many roles but creates relatively few. And that is the AI anxiety a lot of people are having. So I believe this AI revolution or invention is different from other things because it's not going to create many jobs because AI can develop itself. So fewer people will be needed to work on it. So the future is uncertain. I'm not sugarcoating it, but again, we have to be ready. We have to be prepared. We need to reinvent ourselves and keep learning. I hope this was useful and you are not too scared. Don't worry, everything will be all right.